Everything had a beginning and a cause, but that's a problem. If everything had a cause, what caused the beginning? All physical laws tell us that nothing can cause itself. Energy and matter don't just appear. So if existence broke those laws, then something beyond them, a miracle, must have caused it. But what caused this miracle and why? Perhaps we can decipher some clues. 2 plus 2 equals 4. I didn't decide this, and nor did you. 2 plus 2 is simply 4. It's definitional. You can all believe that 2 plus 2 equals 5, and you would all be wrong. It's just a feature of existence. Murdering the innocent is wrong. Did you or your society decide this? The entire world can claim it's fine to murder the innocent, and has, at times. But again, you would all be wrong. Just like the fact that children occasionally mistake 2 plus 2 for 3, does not undermine the fact that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Your incompetence at calculating morality doesn't make it untrue. But the fact that murdering the innocent is wrong as a moral claim is strange. Why is morality a feature of existence? This becomes even stranger because for morality to even be a factor, it requires moral agent being capable of understanding and choosing between different moral outcomes. In other words, an independent feature of existence requires us. This would be a contradiction unless existence was made for us, meaning that our existence is not an accident by the original miracle that started it all, but the purpose of it. Purpose implies a mind, and this thinking mind has determined what is good and what is not good. Logically, what is good would reflect the Creator's will, as purposefully making something that it thinks is evil would contradict his own will. So now the question, why does evil exist then? That is a poor question. Evil is not a thing in and of itself. Evil is the lack of good, just like cold does not exist. Cold is just the lack of heat. However, the world is still evil. Why is this allowed? Is this not a contradiction of the Creator's will? This is allowed because to be moral agents, people must have agency, the ability to choose. Without it, there are no moral agents, and thus morality itself becomes pointless. However, when people choose to not pursue good, they become a contradiction to the Creator's will, an intolerable state, which would not have been permitted unless the Creator had a solution. But what could that solution be? If people are unable to achieve righteousness on their own and become contrary to the Creator's will, then they need that righteousness imparted upon them from another. The only one who would have the leftover righteousness required would be the Creator himself. So now the question of how. For a recipient to receive something, it requires the giver to sacrifice it. But why would the sacrifice of the righteous save the unrighteous? After all, we do not hang an innocent man to forgive the crimes of a murderer. But remember, it was the Creator's decision to bring existence into being, knowing full well the unrighteousness it would result in. The Creator paid the cost for his creation, deeming it worth the sacrifice, deeming you worth the sacrifice. So the only question remaining now is, who?